Welcome to Poetry Changes Lives. Poetry and history, a thought for the day. In this one book, here we are, Poetry Changes Lives. This is the paperback. There's a hardcover version. It makes a great present to give people, you know. It's very harmless, but there are not many books like it. A poem a day, a thought for the day, and what happened on this day. And they're all interlinked. It's I think it's a great way of sort of getting a bit of information, education even, and listening to a poem every day, even if you're listening to yourself say it, as I am, I find it very beneficial. It always puts me in a good mood. I recommend it. Give it a try yourself, why not? Let me demonstrate. Today, on this day in 1872, the Dutch painter Piet Mondrian was born. He lived in the Netherlands and painted landscapes to begin with, but he was greatly influenced by the work of the Cubists that were coming into notice at that time, especially Picasso and Braque. He attended art school and worked in the Netherlands, but then moved to Paris in 1911, and his work became much more geometric there, very recognisable today, those Mondrian sort of squares and straight lines. He became interested in the Theosophy movement as well, and he saw much of his work as kind of seeking a deeper spiritual meaning to life. Following the rise of Hitler and World War II, Mondrian moved to London and then to New York, where he spent the last 6 years of his life. He died in 1944. Much of his work appears modern today, although painted almost 100 years ago. It's well worth looking at. I think it's still very fine painting. Today I'm going to read a poem by that great American poet Alan Seeger, who lived in the early 20th century too. It's about a different kind of modernity, but I'm sure Mondrian would have recognized this and liked his poems. I think Alan Seeger's a very great poet, actually. See what you think of this. It's simply called Sonnet. Down the straight vistas where a city street fades in pale dust and vaporous distances. Stained with far fumes, the light grows less and less, and the sky reddens round the day's retreat. Now out of orient chambers, cool and sweet, like nature's pure lustration, dusk comes down. Now the lights brighten, and the quickening town rings with the trample of returning feet, and pleasure, risen from her own warm mould, sunk all the drowsy and unloved daylight in layers and odorous softness. Paphian girls covered with gauze, with satin and with pearls, crown, and about her spangly vestments fold the ermine of the empire of the night. Beautiful imagery in there, you know. I think it sets a scene beautifully down the straight vistas where a city street fades in pale dust and vaporous distances. I can picture streets like that in my mind. And the sky reddens round the day's retreat. And the quickening town rings with the trample of returning feet. Beautiful imagery. Alan Seeger, I think, is a very fine poet. I'm going to research him more. I recommend him to you as well. Today I will try not to be upset or distracted by the trivia and annoyances of modern life, but rather to be grateful for the benefits that I have received, and I've received a lot of benefits in my time. Thank you for listening today.